We begin in the United States. Former President Donald Trump has ruled out the possibility of running for the White House in 2028 if he loses this year's election. During an interview, Donald Trump said that if he loses to Kamala Harris, this would be the end of his presidential ambitions forever. The 78-year-old has been a candidate for office in 3 consecutive elections. Even if he wins this time, Donald Trump is not expected to run in the next election as the law limits presidents from serving more than 2 terms. Now, this is the second time in a week that Donald Trump has mentioned the very real possibility of losing. In fact, last Thursday, he addressed the Israeli-American Council and suggested that Jewish voters would partly be responsible for his defeat.
You have a big protector in me. You don't have a protector on the other side. And I've said long and loud, anybody, and especially over the last few years, anybody who's Jewish and loves being Jewish and loves Israel is a fool if they vote for a Democrat. But beyond that, if they love Israel, anybody that votes for a Democrat or Kamala especially, because this is the worst ever. This is the worst you've ever had. This one makes Barack Hussein Obama look like he loved Israel by comparison. But you should have your head examined.
Meanwhile, during a rally in North Carolina on Saturday, the former president made a direct appeal to women voters. The man many believe responsible for gutting women's reproductive rights said he would be a better champion for women than Vice President Kamala Harris and would fix all of their problems.
So let's talk about our great women, all right? Because women have gone through a lot. They've gone through a lot. Women are poorer than they were 4 years ago, are less healthy than they were 4 years ago, are less safe on the streets than they were 4 years ago, are paying much higher prices for groceries and everything else than they were 4 years ago, are more stressed and depressed and unhappy than they were 4 years ago, and are less optimistic and confident in the future than they were just 4 years ago. I will fix all of that, women. I will fix all of that, and I will fix it fast.
On his social media platform, Truth Social, the former president shared that women would no longer think about abortion under his second term. In fact, multiple opinion polls show that female voters overwhelmingly prefer Kamala Harris over Donald Trump when it comes to reproductive rights. A new poll by NBC News shows the Democratic nominee holds a 5-point lead over her Republican rival. And a separate CBS News poll showed Kamala Harris leading Donald Trump by 4 percentage points among likely voters. Now, with D-Day just 41 days away, early in-person voting has begun in the states of Minnesota, South Dakota, and Virginia. And about a dozen more states will follow suit by mid-October.